Hey guys, great to be live with you. Today, the topic of discussion is a video purported to be filmed over Nevada, which racked up more than 12 million views on TikTok alone, just on the original uploader's post. Countless other people copied and pasted, re-uploaded this video. Many people believe it's real. Is it real? Let me show the video and then we'll discuss.
Dalton. Dalton, are you seeing this? Bro, my heart just sank. Dalton, did you just see that? Dude, I got all of that on video.
All right, that was Iceman Fox. Okay, check this out. It has over 1 million likes, 12 million views. It says breaking 3 UFOs are intercepted by U.S. Air Force F-22 Raptors over the central Nevada desert. But then at the bottom right there, it says filmed with digital combat simulator. The uploader of this is saying this is a simulation. Well, people don't typically read the fine print, so many people believed this footage was real. It looks remarkably real. And this is the era we live in 2023, is that, you know, cartoons, simulations are so realistic. AI is so incredible that it's really hard to tell what's real and what is fake. Let's look at the comment section. So this person thinks that the government sent fake UFOs out. All the UFOs are in America. Something's up. Fortnite, Rick and Morty, where you at? This person catching on that it's a video game thing. So why are they showing up more often? Nice edit. Okay, this person calls it out. Nice edit. Nah, the sounds they are making, you know, it sounded like a jet, right? Well, there was a jet trailing. They're testing them out. These are the UFOs that they built back together. You'll never see the real UFOs. It's only happening in America, so it's definitely not aliens. It's worse. It's humans. A lot of people think this is real. All of a sudden, we get 4K quality, but just last year, everyone was recording with Motorola potatoes for a camera. That's my favorite. You know, as soon as I saw it, I was like, this is suspicious. Let's find the easiest footage to make a fast edit. Yeah, so anyway, some people caught on that it was a simulation. You really can't tell. It looks so realistic in the background. Voices sound authentic, great actors. Reuters covering it. Fact check clip of UFOs in Nevada created with simulation game, Reuters reports. Footage from a video game has been miscaptioned as saying it shows UFOs flying over Nevada. Other online posts use the clip to fuel a conspiracy called Project Bluebeam, which says the U.S. government falsifies UFO footage. They meant to say conspiracy theory. Both claims are false, as the footage stems from Digital Combat Simulator, a free-to-play combat flight simulation game. Apparently it's a game you could play for free and create fake UFOs. Now that word is out, we're probably going to see a lot more UFO sightings online, because everyone's going to be creating their own UFO simulation sightings, and everyone might not be so nice as to put fine print that it's fake. I'm sure someone's going to put footage out there and say, no, it's authentic. I really filmed this. There goes all of our trust in any, if there is any UFO that's authentically filmed, there goes our trust in that, which I mentioned in another podcast that my sister did film some crazy UFO footage that she's not willing to share at this point, but she showed it to me. But I was like, put it on my podcast. It was over South Dakota, but she didn't want to. Maybe she will someday. But when I saw her footage, I was like, that's probably like some government military technology that we're not aware of yet. I wasn't thinking these are people from another planet, but I think a lot of people do believe there's probably life on other planets, but we trust what we see less and less. Okay, so some of the news outlets actually picked up this coverage. I'm going to show you who was duped by this coverage, but real quick, shout out to the sponsor of my coverage. Surging national debt is bullish for gold. The debt ceiling drama ended with nominal budget cuts and a shiny new credit card with no limit for the federal government. A Bank of America senior analyst recently told Wall Street Journal, big stock market rally to be followed by big collapse. Are you prepared to protect your retirement savings for at least another year of the current administration? The time for gold is here. Demand is soaring. Let National Gold Group show you options for investing in precious metals like gold and silver in your retirement accounts and for direct delivery. Take advantage of the best deal in precious metals. Mention my channel, Ivory Hecker, and pay no fees when you roll over your IRA and invest your IRA or 401k into physical gold and silver. Qualified accounts will receive the lifetime fee waiver on rollovers through 2023. Call 888-617-5927. National Gold Group is a Consumer Affairs top-rated gold IRA dealer. You can get a free investor guide from them. Call 888-617-5927. 888-617-5927. Add the power of gold to your portfolio. Remember, there's always a risk of loss with any investment. With that being said, let me check your live comment section. Your notification didn't go off. Darn it. Thank you, everyone who's hitting the notification bell so you can join live. Okay, let's look at the news outlet who was duped by this fake footage. Marca.com. Incredible footage shows UFO flying in skies over Nevada. No official statements have been made about the objects. An individual has captured the precise moment in which a group of unidentified flying objects, UFOs, flew over an area in the state of Nevada, leaving those present stunned. The clip of the sighting was released on Saturday, July 29th, and the UFOs were observed at a remarkably close distance to the witness. The video recording quality was clear and detailed, allowing for a close-up view of the objects as they passed by at a moderate speed. There has been a noticeable increase in such sightings recently, but this video stands out from its sharp and clear images, not only because of the high quality recording, but also due to the apparent speed, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, they write this whole article and it's not even true. So awkward. Let me just show you the apparently the people who created this simulation video of a fake UFO that everyone believes, 12 million views, reposted by others, reposted by some people I know. This is the guy who apparently created the simulation video. His page says right there, realistic DCS videos, and DCS stands for Digital Combat Simulator. I guess it's a creation of video game characters for combat video games. Comment section. Congress told them they got to go to the speed limit from now on and fly on the designated flight paths. Cool edit, bro. That person gets it. All right. So, it's just interesting times. Did you guys see the testimony before Congress last week, where the man testifying says that they're, basically alien life, alien bodies have been recovered from crash sites? If you missed it, here it is.
You've stated that the government is in possession of potentially non-human spacecraft. Based on your experience and extensive conversations with experts, do you believe our government has made contact with intelligent extraterrestrials?
Something I can't discuss in public setting.
Okay, I can't ask when you think this occurred. If you believe we have crashed craft, stated earlier, do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview, biologics came with some of these recoveries. Yeah.
Oh dang, biologic is a fancy word for alien body. So he's saying right there that the government has retrieved alien bodies, which we've heard that from the original whistleblower back in the 80s. What's that dude's name? You know, or who I'm talking about. Anyway, the Reuters article talked a lot about Project Bluebeam, which is becoming a very well-known conspiracy theory that the government is planning a fake alien invasion to convince people to submit to the government further. Lazar, yes, you said it. Bob Lazar was the original whistleblower who allegedly worked in the area of Area 51 and came out and said, "Yeah, we're reverse engineering these UFOs," and people just don't know whether to believe Bob Lazar. Now we have someone else coming forward. But if Project Bluebeam is in the works by the government, these kids making video game simulations are screwing up the government's plan, because the more these kids create these fake simulations, the less people are going to believe anything they see. And then when the government comes out with its invasion, they're going to be like, oh, that's another kid with a video game. So will the government shut down? Will they make it illegal to create simulations or something? We shall see. Uh, if Bluebeam is a thing, I'm just learning so much, you guys. Interesting time. Before I left Fox, I didn't know that anyone actually thought the Earth was flat. Now I'm learning there's a whole group of people who think the Earth is flat, which stuns me. I feel like the Earth looks very round, and it makes sense for the Earth to be round if we're in space. Okay. So but my piece on whether NASA is faking it, which I was simply highlighting the green screen footage, what appears to be green screen at the International Space Station. People got into the whole flat Earth debate, which again, I didn't even know was an actual debate until recently. Apparently there's a growing number of people who actually think the Earth is flat. And so I thought it would be cool to do a flat Earth debate. Actually, I think that'd be very entertaining. Should I do that? Like bring one person on who believes the Earth is flat, one who thinks it's round, and they can duke it out and we can figure it out. Okay, guys, here's one of the reasons that I think the Earth is round. This beautiful footage right here. Look at this. This is a stabilized sky time lapse featuring the Milky Way over Crater Lake. It shows the rotation of the Earth by just focusing on keeping the Milky Way in its frame. It can actually show the Earth turning, which, when I was a kid growing up in the country of Wisconsin, I would sleep outside sometimes. I would just sleep out on the trampoline in the summer and watch the stars move by as well. You could literally see, sometimes it looked like they were moving so quickly by. You could just, the stars at night in the middle of the wilderness are so bright and beautiful that it literally keeps you awake at night. And there were nights as a kid, I wanted to sleep outside, just watch the stars move across the sky, which to me indicates that the Earth is round, because the Earth is orbiting, or the Earth is, it's spinning, not only like this, but then like this around the sun. Anyway, the fact that we're even having this conversation cracks me up. But now I'm totally open to a flat Earth debate. Like, I definitely always thought the Earth was round, but I am, if someone wants to do a debate, I think that'd be interesting. Checking your comment section. To my flat earthers, I'm not throwing any jabs. I was stunned anyone thought that. But, people are questioning everything right now. What a time to be alive. I think it's very good to question everything. Just because someone has lied to you a lot and says one thing does not mean that everything they say is a lie. So what I'm noticing is amidst all these government lies, people are now going overboard in their belief that everything, everything the government says is fake. That's not true. I think there are certain things that are real that the government admits are real, and then the government tries to lie to us a lot too. But I just think everyone needs to use their own critical thinking and go with what makes sense to them, and not just automatically say the new rule is go the opposite of what the government says, because then you're going to be led astray by people who are making profit off of going the opposite of the government. So you just got to think for yourself, no matter what. With that being said, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to zone in on this footage that was getting so many views, and turns out the caption says that it is fake. So we gotta read the fine print. We gotta question everything. Back. I mean, people are pulling moves like this. People have always tried to like mess with the news and see how much fake news they can get out there. Like when I would cover storms years ago, I would cover like a crazy storm, a tornado went through or whatever. Someone would Google and find like crazy storm damage, like this monster tree through a house, and then they would send it into the news and be like, "Oh, this was a part of the storm damage. Put it on TV." And so, which is tempting as a reporter, like, "Oh my gosh, it probably is. The storm was bad." And before you know it, you're putting a Google image on the news. So as a reporter, you had to be like, "Oh my gosh, hit pause. Let me figure out whether this is real. And before we put it on the news, go out to the scene where that tree supposedly is through the house and see if we can get footage ourselves." And that's how we try to verify what was real and what's not. Now, if it's a UFO sighting, there's probably not time to get out there and film it ourselves, right? So then it's like, do I trust this guy, or does he create video game simulations? Interesting time to be alive. Oh, thank you, Toby, for the super chat. Everyone's support means a lot. Ways to support my independent work are down in my description. Please hit subscribe. That's a great way to support as well. Thanks for tuning in, and let me know what you want me to highlight in my next video. See you guys later.